nicely done here by Victor Letsualo to peel away and stay on sides, and he's dragged the shot wide.
Yeah,
Sundowns look long. Tashrik Matthews taking on the challenge of Zindoga.
Looks like a penalty has been given.
Yeah, there's not much of a reaction from the Mamelodi Sundowns players, nor is there from the home team. Perhaps a little perplexed as to why the referee's pointed at the spot. We'll get another look at it. There was a challenge from behind,
yes, from
Junior Zindoga, who has been asked here to play. So Brian Leon fires it in. No chance for Iretape, and Mamelodi Sundowns have an early lead.
Not much tapping into in that case. A well-taken penalty away from the goalkeeper. But for me, got to be a little bit better. What do we know about Zindonga's defensive duties? Not much, except for going into attack. Very reckless, maybe leg timing a bit in the way. He allowed matches to get in front of him, and once the player's in front of you, you got to be very careful, because there's been the slightest touch as he goes down, it will be anything.
Among those, Tatkane Mhlongo, Ghana-born former Maruma Gallants player, is someone that they would probably like to see in that back line. Sfiso Nkobeni as well. You would imagine that once these players are registered, that many of them will become regular. Nuno Santos pounces on it. Now he's got some options. Brian Leon trying to work the space to take it on himself. And in the end, a couple of options materialized. Galaxy sides, only 20 years of age. Sedwin George gets onto the end of it. George from a tight angle. Now, Fulawani City did open the scoring from a very tight angle over the weekend against Bronwyn Williams, but this time equal to that. Ghana holds off Kakora brilliantly. Santos for Matthews, who had just strayed. Now Santos. And Matthews upended off the ball. Great free kick opportunity here. Santos tries to drive it through the wall. The primary wall that had been assembled with 4 players plus a draft protector, and
no, it wouldn't have counted if that's how I saw it.
Yeah, I think it is body first.
Yeah,
and it does appear as though from the reverse angle that might not have been here.
Effectively.
Now Kakora sets up for Velase, who blazes it over. It does appear as though there may have been a hand involved from Victor Letsualo as he set up by Nkosi, and now Galaxy are on the move. Smatlambi in for Letsualo. It was inches away from the veterans. It moved on to Tanzanian Giants, Young Africans. Actually scored in each of Sundowns' first 4 games against Galaxy. They won all of those games. They scored 9 in total and conceded none. So it was a horror start for the Rockets against Sundowns. As we get a look at this challenge from Kuliso Modao. It's the first player to go into the book.
Mashambi's
played down against the Mauritian champions, by the way, as Kakora hits it from just the edge of field, as was the case last season, primarily in the Champions League, where they really were pains to get him ready as he's given the ball away here. Victor Letsualo angles tight, he's rolled it in. The Rockets restore parity, and it all emanates from a Sundowns error.
Yeah, they're brilliant in being able to rotate the ball, but I think they overdid it here. And for the one moment, TS Galaxy was pretty high. The rest of the team, as I said, a little bit more compact. We are able to apply a very effective high press, and that's how they won this goal. Letsualo, the goal scorer, picks it up here, and it was a beautiful return pass to find him, and he opted to go direct. Ronwyn maybe should have done better. Ball goes through his legs. It's always so difficult for a keeper if the shot is taken from such a close range. So
referee brings play back to the center circle. Rather wild challenge. Lovely ball from Mokoena. Now the chance on here for Matthews. Chops inside. What option will he choose? Sets it up for Van Wyk. And it's a brilliant save from Tape.
You don't get to see Mamelodi Sundowns playing this type of transition football as often. But Mokoena, I guess it's his individual brilliance. He was pouring out the opportunity that Matthews is available for a press through. And I don't blame Van Beek in any way here. He was on target. That's just simply the brilliance of the keeper.
And who has previously scored over the seasons, often passed their opponents to death. As Zidoga is penalised once again, this time for a foul on Matthews.
Almost identical to the one that resulted into a penalty. Like I said, we don't know his defensive duties much. His strength is when he goes forward. He's been thrown into the deep end here.
Matthews is always rising. Firm pass, looking for Van Beek. It's brilliantly cut out though. And Twango has set Mahlambi on his way. And Velase! Oh, what a block! How's Mamelodi Sundowns up the air there? It's Brian Leon setting up here for Mokoena wide.
Maybe taking a little bit longer, but once
the departure of Kekana and Van Beek. And on come Spilele Mkhulise, as well as Cassius. A decent little move earlier on to work the ball into space for Mahlambi before Mudau took care of that. Sundowns can't afford to have too many lapses in concentration because Galaxy have been options up ahead of him. Mokoena measures it. And another wayward effort from range. William, and how infrequently the top two sides drop points, says Leon, let's fly. That's why they are fighting so hard to try and get the winner here, Mamelodi Sundowns.
Once again, from beautiful passing interchanges to free Brian
Raiders
Leon.
who did start over the weekend, and Fawaz Basadine sacrificed for regular left back. Uncharacteristic mistake. And Mahlambi gets the free kick against Mudau. Well, it is from a set piece that TS Galaxy strike another blow. And it's another for Letsoalo.
It must be said, it's a big letdown for the goalkeeper Williams there, in the way that the defenders exposed him. It's a high, almost harmless ball that flies into the area. For the fact that Sundowns defenders weren't able to match the height from which Letsoalo heads from, he's not the tallest of attacking players. If you say it was St. George, I'll say yes. Barely gets to it.
Yeah, I think he might have pumped that onto the post, and then brilliant delivery from the 37-year-old Silva. He's replacing Sedwin George,
making it clear
to be communicating so well. Even though he is a centre-half by trade, Salatil.
Then a bit of transition.
Allende. Oh, still on for Sundowns. Mailula! Save by Tape.
His team has done a little bit of work on his own to keep his scoreline from what it is. I know he's made some brilliant, but whether it will be enough to help them survive the slaughter.
Mudau latches onto it. Mudau with the cutback. Tape stands tall. Oh, and it is in! Via a massive deflection, it appears. The player to direct it towards goal might have been Mkhulise. There was pandemonium in the box.
Nice passing game. Mudau obviously delivers the cutback. And then from there, it was anybody's. Still able to pick it up exactly who eventually made that last play. Now, this will tell us.
Yeah, Mkhulise, I think, via a huge deflection.
Yes.
From Bunjana. Matthews has stolen it. Mudau, he's onside. Oh, they've won it! And can you believe it? The last time he scored a goal was 2 years ago. He's come off the bench to get two in just a matter of minutes.